So you need to focus on how the change of media or setting changes the ideas or characters of the Shakespearean play you read. This was pretty confusing when I look at it because I'm trying to make a lesson that applies to like every single one of your plays, and all these plays are pretty different. So boil it down to this. What are the differences? So start out just by making a list in a very simple Venn diagram that you've been doing since grade, like, I don't know, grade 4? You just do a Venn diagram. Make it bigger than this because this isn't that great. Okay, this is the same. This is different. And you want to focus kind of more on the differences in this play, but because it's a differences and similarities play comparison. So, what's the same? Well, the basic plot should be pretty much the same, but there'll be differences in that. The basic characters should be pretty much the same, but there'll be differences in that. The big difference is the setting. Like in some of them, they don't even change the language. Sometimes they change the modern language, but generally the thing that's the same in the versions that you guys are seeing is that the language hasn't changed. It's still Shakespearean language. And so almost all the changes have to come from the setting. So that's what you gotta focus on, your differences of setting and how they portray the characters. Because some of them, like the 10 Things I Hate About You movie, that does change the language and it changes the characters because they kind of make it into like a feminist retelling. But the basic plot is the same. And in some of them, they've moved the plot around, or but mainly it's about the setting. How are the settings different? So start off by listing all the differences. Make a T-chart. Okay. Same, diff. Okay. Plot. What's the same? Setting. What's the same? What's different? Setting. Same, different. Language. Same, different. Character. Same, different. You need to do this. You absolutely have to do this before you start trying to write an essay. You can look up a ton of stuff, and you can even look up differences if you find them. But basically you need to have some basic scrawled or written stuff to show me that you've done a little bit of research before you start writing this essay, right? So once you've done all that, then you come in and you look and you're like, okay, what am I going to write about? Am I going to write about the hero? Am I going to write about love? Am I going to write about power? How are these different? How does the setting change the ideas about the hero or the characters? How does the setting change the ideas about love? How does the setting change the ideas about power? And what the exercise of power means in society. That's your basic thing. You're going to have to do a focus. Remember, you got to focus down for an essay. You got to focus down on one of these 3 themes. But you can't do that until you have gone through and done your scrawling, all your differences and your lists, okay? So everybody should be working on that, hopefully starting tomorrow, and I'm going to go over this stuff with you guys again. That's it.